Hi, so we have a 2015 MacBook Air. It's turning on, but it's just not charging. As soon as I plug the charger in, it detects the charger, but it's not charging the battery, so I need to figure out what's going on here. I've already pulled the board out, and it doesn't seem to look like there's any corrosion on it just looking at it first glance, but we'll check it out under the microscope. So if it's not charging, we shouldn't be looking in the LCD area. We can have a look around where the battery connector is. It seems to be fine. I'm just looking for any obvious damages. So I can see some slight corrosion on the SSD connector. So just right there, just light corrosion. So there's probably liquid damage with this board somewhere. CPU vCore area, DCN connector, Wi-Fi connector. Sorry, that's the DCN board connector there, and that's the DCN flex ribbon connector. So that connector looks a little muddy, and it does look like it's corroded, so I'm going to check to make sure that there's solder on those pins. Just check to see if any of those are moving. Yep, so that's definitely moving that pin there. And that looks like it's bent, but that one's definitely moving. And that one there as well. So that whole connector may need to come off. We'll check out the schematics and see what that connector is. So that's PP3V42_G3 hot. which will explain if we don't have a, didn't check that, a a green light on the charger. And that can actually cause the battery not to charge, because there is no communication between the charger and the battery. So I'm just about to plug in a DCN board. So DCN, DCN ribbon cable or DCN flex, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to get a green light on here. It's not the main problem that I was having with this computer, but and just as I thought, no light on the charger. It is drawing 0.5 of an amp, so it is turning itself on. So I'll try to get a good zoom on that. Okay, just where that blue crap is there. So I'm just going to try and scratch away some of that connector there. So this is the PP3V42_G3 hot, which is a 3.42 volt signal. And without the 3.32 volt rail, you won't have your one-wire circuit. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to save this so I don't have to pull that connector off. It's a big job pulling that connector off. So just confirming which pin is damaged. That one's fine. These are all fine. It's just the 3.42 volt. So I'm just scratching away at the bottom trace as well, so I can have somewhere to attach this wire. Yeah, maybe I would use a micro pencil on that and hopefully reattach that connector. So we've got our Amtech Flux NC559V2TF. And I'm going to be generous with this flux because it's going to be a messy job. Try a bit more heat. And now to check if that connection worked. Tiny bit of bridging, we'll fix it now. that looks like it's connected now. So right over here is where that trace is, and it's now connected to that point. I don't think I have any bridging issues here, so I'm going to plug it in and see if I get a green light. And hopefully it doesn't blow up. And I'm getting a green light now. So we've fixed the problem with the PP3V42, and I'm going to see if that's actually fixed the problem with the battery not charging. So instead of it starting now, it's shorting somewhere. So I think it's shorting from that connector. I think I have pins 5 and 6 shorted, so I'm going to see, or 5 and 7. Yep, so that's for audio. So those should not be bridged. So that bridge is removed. And now that bridge is removed, it's turning on. And I'm getting a start signal. Well, it was turning on. So it's turning on, off, on. Next thing is to try is a battery. And see if it's charging. So I'm getting 0.7 of an amp. 0.7 of an amp, then off, then it's starting, getting half an amp, and I really want to see around 1.2, 1.3. So we've got to 1 amp, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. So that's good news. 2 amps. So this battery is charging now. So I guess the next thing to do is just have a look around the board and see if there's anything else I can fix. But to see what the problem was, okay, so that was a PP3V42 rail, and that's pin 21 of J9500. So J9500, so pin 9, yeah, so without that you get no green light, and the charger can't communicate with the battery because of the missing voltage on PP3V42_G3 hot. A simple fix, but a good one. So I hope you have a good day, and thank you for watching.